How much will I need to start up? How long will the process take? What kind of numbers can I make? Hi guys, it's Nikki from Education, and I'm here to take you through the steps of registering your domiciliary care agency with CQC. Let's get into it. So the first thing is quite obvious, but I think sometimes the obvious things are the things that we forget. The easiest things to do are the easiest things not to do. You know what I mean? So step 2 is about experience. A lot of people come to me and say, do you know what? I don't have a direct background in healthcare. Is there any use? Should I bother trying to register a company with CQC? And I always say that it's case by case. For example, I know of one person who works with my friend who applied for a supported living company with CQC and had a background in tech, and they got denied. For the fit person's interview, they did not pass. An individual who works with me directly, I'll probably have her on the channel at some time, and she had a background in law. However, she was a carer. She was the main carer for her mother until her mother sadly passed away. And she's now CQC registered with my help, of course. But yeah, so it really is case by case. I think CQC deal with people on an individualistic basis. It's not a one rule for all, if that makes sense. But for those people who do have a background in healthcare, going for a domiciliary care company, which is what I specialize in, I help people with the process of not only getting the CQC registration, but also once you've started and you're feeling overwhelmed and you don't have any customers, I help people apply for tenders as well. I have a robust team who deal with all the different steps of registration and also after the fact as well. Step 3, you're probably wondering, so what kind of experience are CQC looking for? Okay, I have healthcare background, or I've studied something in healthcare. What kind of experience are CQC looking for? Well, number 1, planning and reviewing care, recognizing and reporting safeguarding, supervisions and inductions, managing quality, and leading and managing a team. So if you have any experiences with any of the following, then I think you would be a good candidate for a CQC registration. The next step in terms of training, you should have up-to-date training in the following: safeguarding, complaints handling, medication management, consent, mental capacity, health and safety, and human resources. And this is even before you've got to the fit person's interview. This is even before you have done the initial application. These are things that you have to have in place before we even get to that. So make sure that you have that in place. And in terms of qualifications, you're probably wondering, what kind of qualifications do I need? If you're currently in the process of being enrolled on an MVQ level 5 healthcare related course, or you have a mental health background, then that is something that's desirable, something that they look for as well. So now, this is the part that I'm sure you're eagerly awaiting. There's 8 steps to the CQC registration process. So the first thing you have to have in place is a DBS, and of course that DBS must be in date and it must be an enhanced one. Secondly, you need a statement of purpose. A statement of purpose is like an overview document that details who you are and what it is you plan to do in your business, or what it is that the ethos of your business is. You will also need to complete a business plan and a financial forecast. Next, you need your policies and procedures, which is obviously imperative in keeping your staff and service users safe, and it will also set out your attitude, your approach, your values. So that's really important to be put in place. Then you need a statement of financial viability, which has to be signed by an accredited financial professional like an accountant, for example. Then the next step is to obtain references. And the next step is the step that everyone gets overwhelmed with, which is the registered manager application and the application for providing a service. That application, I know it can be really overwhelming, and that step is something that we actually really ease the burden of, because it can be quite stressful, and on top of people's deadlines and people's general life responsibilities as an adult, sometimes that process can be really, really lengthy if you don't have any guidance. But thankfully we help with that process as well here at Education. We basically guide you through the process of the application so it's not as stressful for you. So once all that process is complete, CQC will review everything and we'll get back to you on whether you are successful or not. Hopefully you will be. I mean, with our help, we have a really, really good success rate. So you're very likely to get a good response. Yeah, once that is successful, you are then invited for the interview stage. So for the interview process, and when you do get through to the interview process, we also help you with the preparation for that. I know there's a lot of free tools online on what to expect, but like I said, CQC's process is it's generic in some senses, but in the same breath, it is tailored and is personalized to each individual service, because each individual service will be offering something different in their own right, and that's something that we help you with as well. It's called the Fit Person's Interview for a reason. They want to see if you are fit and adequate for the role of being a registered CQC manager. But you know, we have more than enough experience with equipping you through that process. So if you are looking to start a CQC domiciliary care agency and you don't know where to start, then give us a call on this number or email me here, or just drop a comment down below. And because we do understand that it is case to case, we do a consultation where we will get a more in-depth feel about what it is that you want to achieve through your organization, what your plans are, what you're currently struggling with, and then we will do a plan tailored to your specific needs. So if you are interested in having a consultation with Education, then you can email us or you can drop a comment down below. Either way works perfectly fine for us. Some of the typical questions that I do get when people have their initial consultation: how much will I need to start up? How long will the process take? What kind of numbers can I make? I'm not going to give you all the information because I would love to speak to some of the people viewing this one-to-one, but just an example of how much you would need to start up. I would say 3,000 plus mark, 3,005. You don't need that much money to start up a domiciliary care agency, to be honest. In fact, that is actually one of the beauties of starting a domiciliary care agency. I think when you're going to supported living, and it starts to differ, but in this industry specifically, and one of the clients that I just worked with started her company with 2,800. But these are the kind of questions you can ask us in the consultation, and any other concerns that you might have. I think I've rambled enough. Until next time, guys, I do look forward to hearing from you, and I hope that you get in contact. Take care. Bye.